Okay, so without further ado, Mon Cherie, Vybz Kartel, ex-prison girlfriend. Let's go. Cherie.
Yes, hi, Miss Sasha K.
All righty. So we tried to do this interview last week. I'm glad we got it. We're getting it done now. I was traveling. You were, traveling as well. And so we didn't get a chance to really get into it. And I had promised the winos that I was going to be talking to Vybz Kartel. And I have to say alleged, even though you do have receipts, alleged ex-girlfriend.
Yes, I mean, nothing I say is alleged. It's all facts, but...
It's all facts. Facts on facts on facts. All right. So welcome, Mon Cherie. So are you Jamaican or no?
No, I'm from St. Lucia.
Okay. Oh, are you still one of the island girls? It don't matter.
Yeah, but I have been to Jamaica 3 times.
Okay. All right, great. Well, let's start from the beginning. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30.
Okay. So you're quite young. Oh my God. You're very young. Yeah, you are very young. How old is that gremlin Frankenstein looking man? How old is Vybz Kartel? How old?
About 50.
About 50. Oh my God. Okay. So here's the thing. You reached out to me. You put a plethora of receipts in my DM, basically stating that there was a relationship between you and Vybz Kartel. You told me personally that you were very instrumental in ensuring that the fans got the music that they heard while he was in jail. So basically, you helped him to record. He sent the recording to you. You would copyright it and then publish it. And then you got nothing in return for any of your hard work.
Yes. What happened was, since he was in prison, there was not really a paper trail talking about copyright and stuff like that. Cause I was so young back then. I didn't really know about the music business. All I really knew was to record and put out my own stuff. But was working with him, he just sent me, the songs and stuff like that. I would mix and mingle it, put whatever else I want in the songs and record it. I spent my own money on everything when it came to recording the songs, when it came to the music videos, when it came to traveling to Jamaica to St. Lucia to shoot the music videos, makeup artists, hairstylists, stylists, and everything came from my pockets. And I was with my husband at the time. This was before me and Kartel even started talking like that,
Okay, so you were doing all this while you were married?
Yes.
And how old were you at the time, if you don't mind me asking?
20, around 20.
So 20 years old?
Yeah.
And he was in his 40s? And he obviously was in his 40s?
Yes.
Jasmine, turn her up a little bit, because I'm struggling a little bit to hear. It's not you, it's the volume. All right, so go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said I've never had a manager.
You've never had a manager?
No.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. So you're 20 years old. How long have you been in the music industry?
Since I was 15.
Okay, you were married at 20.
Yeah, I was married at 19.
19, okay. And so music has been something that you've always wanted to pursue and okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Vybz Kartel. Now you're married, you're making music. How the hell did a 20-year-old meet Vybz Kartel in prison? Please tell me.
Instagram.
Huh?
Through Instagram.
And who DM'd who?
I think that was when he first came online on Instagram, and it just popped up on my thing as World Boss Vybz Kartel. This cannot be Vybz Kartel, the real cartel, you know what I mean? Because I grew up in St. Lucia, so I felt his influence and his music like a regular Caribbean person. So I was excited. I was like, oh my God, let me see. I was like, yo, is this Kartel? He's like, yeah, what's up? Oh my God. And he's like, I'm like, I don't think this is really you. And then he sent me his WhatsApp number. And then I added him on WhatsApp, and he just started sending me voice notes about yeah, this is me, for real, and stuff like that.
So that's what started it?
Yes.
What did your husband think about this at the time? Did he know that you was talking about Kartel from prison?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, I can hear that whatever that is.
Yeah, he was right there next to me. That's what I'm trying to say is my husband and I broke up. We separated. And when we separated, that's when like me and Cartel started engaging like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because when I was with my husband, it was not like that at all.
Okay. All right. All right. So, why did you and your husband separate?
Because I had a mental breakdown at around 24, 23, 20, around that. That's when Gates of Heaven first came out. I had my first mental breakdown around that time. And then my husband, he couldn't take care of me. That's how I happened to be in Alaska, because I have family here.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, what made you have a mental breakdown?
I just think that like just all the pressure that was on me from doing everything that I was doing, and like, you know, just so many things that I'm still fighting to this day. Like the government in my country, they have a hold on the music industry in my country, and they never liked me from the jump. So I was doing all these things, making hit songs with Cartel, and they never booked me for any shows. So basically, I was spending all this money and never made a penny back.
Let's go back to Vybz Kartel. So husband out of the picture. You met him when you was 20. You guys are obviously having this online relationship, but when your husband left, things got serious between you two.
Right.
Okay. And who initiated what first? Did he hit on you or did you hit on him? What was that like?
I mean, I'm not ugly, you know? And it's so funny because like his fans yeah, well, we never really like, I mean, it's just a manipulative tactic that he's just so good at. You know what I mean? So even if somebody's physically ugly, doesn't mean like inside they're ugly as well. But I've grown to figure out like, wow, this guy's like a real demon. Like,
Child, he look like he smelled like pure cow piss. Listen, so you're 24 years old. You're in a prison relationship right after having a mental breakdown. I'm sorry you went through that. You know, a lot of us have gone through that in the early phases of life. And still going through it. You know, it's not easy to get over. And then when you were being, you know, I felt like you were naive. You know, he's a lot older than you. And then you're spending your own money. Now, have you seen Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup or what is that show where they, you know, the spouse it's usually the woman and the man is in prison, and the woman, anytime they transfer the guy to another prison, the woman has to move or send money. Was your situation like that? Like, did you have to follow him everywhere he went, or did you have to go visit him? Like, what was it like?
No, it was just over the phone type thing, video calls, you know. And not only that, he was stringing me along because we've only released 3 songs, but I actually recorded like 10 more songs in between us talking, and he never released it.
Okay, so how many songs do you have with Vybz Kartel right now?
I think about like, it has to be like around, in addition to what we have out, it's probably like 13.
Publicly? Like what's streaming?
No, just 3 songs publicly, but about 10 songs that he never released.
Okay. All right, cool. And so you paid for these songs out of your own pocket. Where were you getting the money from?
Everything. I mean, my family does really good. I'm also on disability from the government. And
wait a minute, St. Lucia get disability checks?
I'm in Alaska, Miss Tasha K.
Well, how you ain't no resident? Is you a resident? How you get disability? This is why Trump be mad at people. How you get disability?
No, I'm a neutralized citizen.
Okay, I was just checking. I was like, wait a minute, this is why Trump get mad and deporting people and stuff. I need to get me some disability. I got neck pain.
I know my record, what I filed for my record, it was just like, I've been into like maybe 8 mental health institutions since.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, but I haven't been sick in like 4 years, like 3-4 years because I'm on the right medication now. So it really helps me. I take my medication every single day.
So what did they diagnose you with?
Bipolar ADHD.
Damn, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What they got you on though?
Vraylar and Adderall.
You take Adderall every day?
Yes.
Hell no, bro. That shit, I heard that shit was busting hearts around here. Hell no. You better get us some yoga. Shit. I understand the bipolar stuff, but damn. Adderall, that shit, don't it make your heart check? Like, God damn, that shit.
Not me.
Don't it make your heart beat fast?
Not me.
It don't.
No.
Okay, listen, I'm praying for you. I hope you get better. Now, let's get back to the situation at hand. So, were you ever intimate with Vybz Kartel?
Like, physically, no.
Okay, so it was just like an over the phone relationship. You were sending him money, sending him songs.
No, I was never sending him money. I just paid for, like I said, the recording of the songs, the music videos, the traveling, and everything that comes with making of a music video. I even wrote my own scripts.
Okay. So, all right. And he's never paid you from any of that music?
No.
Why didn't you register it to yourself?
Because I like I said, I didn't know like about how to do things like that. Like if it's my song and my song only, yeah, I go to like DistroKid and I register and stuff like that. But since it was me and him working back and forth, I didn't know that I had the right to just register like under my name, like he did. It's
just young and naive, just giving over your intellectual property to somebody else. Now, all right. So he's out of jail now. Did you know he was coming out?
Yeah, I actually knew. I knew he was coming out.
You knew the wife or the fiance at the time?
No. What happened is they met in about like 2015, 2016. She was a groupie, a fan, whatever. She went to Jamaica to visit him and stuff like that. And in between the time that me and him were talking, she was not in the picture at all. Till about like, let's say like 8 months to about like a year, like maybe 8 months to a year before he got released, they hooked back up. I guess. I don't know. But he was telling me that the is to make his case is in his appeal was in the UK.
Wait a minute. He was telling you, because you broke up a little bit. So he was telling you what at the time when she popped back in the picture? What did he tell you?
Yeah, he told me he was just talking to her to make his case look good. Because his appeal was in the highest court in the UK and she's from the UK. You know, typical white woman, whatever. You know, at the end of the day, it is the law, but public persuasion is also, you know, a good thing. So I guess that's what he told me.
Okay. So basically he was using the bitch, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you're on the same page here. I like when we get right to the point. So he got out because we just recently saw him and posted him with another woman on a yacht. Then when we called him out for it, he posts. Did you know that woman on the yacht? You know her?
No, I don't know. No.
Okay. So then he puts a backup post up, and the backup post is the wife like flashing her ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has a pattern of behavior, and it does not change with every and anyone that's around him. You know, it's so crazy because the last straw for me, why I ended it, like I stopped talking to him, was we had like video sex over the phone or whatever, and the next day he posts her picture up on his WhatsApp status. So I'm like, how you really think I know you probably do think I'm so stupid, but how disrespectful can you be? You know? So I cursed him out like really, really bad.
What you say, girl? Tell us. What you say?
I said, you effing asshole. All you do is use people, like, you know what I mean? For so long, we've been talking and stuff like that, and you just gonna disrespect me like that? That's not nice. You know? So then he blocked me on WhatsApp because I gave it to him like white is on rice, right? And then I went to his Instagram and I started saying the same thing that I was saying. Like you usually folks, my whole use, you just try to like destroy my life. The only thing these people have not done is physically kill me, Miss Tasha Gay. Yeah.
So you felt like he was responsible for you going into the mental institutions and stuff like that?
Of course. He was part of it because my therapist did tell me that he's a trigger of mine.
So what triggered you?
Just the mind games that he plays, and his music back in the day when he was in prison was very powerful, I really think that he knows how to get into the minds of people really, really well. Like it's crazy. Reminds me of like the devil in the Bible or some shit. Like he has like next level manipulative tactics, And I also think that's why his fans are so into him because it's a psychological thing because a lot of them don't have fathers. They don't really grow up with a father and stuff like that. And I really think that they look at Vybz Kartel as like a father figure. He has slogans like Addy McDaddy and stuff like that, So they fight tooth and nail for this man, and this man doesn't give two shits about any of them.
Well, how you know he don't give two shits about any of them?
Because what has he done? He's just a really low life SOB. Because if he can treat someone like me, and I have given so much to him, monetarily, psychologically, a lot that I have to, if he can treat me like that, how would he, and I know him personally, I've spoken to him, video chat, calls and stuff like that over the course of the years. If he can treat me like that, and obviously we have great music together, what makes you think he's just a regular fan that he's never spoken to and stuff like that he gives two shits about you?
Did he ever promise you that he was going to marry you?
I mean, not marriage, but he said that when we came out, he would make things right with me,
Okay. What did he tell you he was locked up for? I want to know. Did he chop up a body?
I don't know.
You ain't look?
Oh, yeah. They said that he killed this guy named Lizard and, yeah, it was really bad.
And you knew that when you was talking to the motherfucker in jail?
He said he was innocent. I mean...
He said he was innocent.
That's the thing, Sasha. Okay, the thing is, growing up in St. Lucia, right?
Yeah.
I was there with the Gully Gaza War and stuff like that, and Cartel dominates the airwaves in St. Lucia. It's crazy, and he's not even St. Lucian. So I look past all of that as an opportunity to get my voice out there, as a singer and stuff. Because at that time I was working so hard and it's nobody paid me any attention,
So you look past him chopping up we ain't gonna say alleged, he was charged with that shit, chopping up a body and killing him just to get your music career off the ground. And then you lost your mind. Because when you energetically swap energy with motherfuckers that have demonic souls, demons carry the spirit of suicide and, mind loss and mental breakdowns and shit. You know that, right?
Yes, my mom tells me that all the time. It was really serious what happened to me. One time I had psychosis and then I got into the car and I had a car crash and I almost died.
Because, the energy got to go somewhere. And every time you sexually exchanged with him, you spoke to him, you were giving that energy, that demon permission to come inside your body and you host it. And the next thing you know, you're trying to kill yourself and trying to be reckless. And because, the Spirit of God doesn't do that.
That's right. God is good all the time. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even talking to you. I promise you that.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
The interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to talk about the government of my country, if you don't mind.
What's wrong with your government in your country now? I want to go to St. Lucia. Don't be giving me no shit, dog. I'm trying to go down there and chill on the beach.
It's not that.
What they do?
Not that. They basically blackball me from the industry in St. Lucia. I have receipts of the news clip articles that they always interview me and stuff like that. I have the biggest songs from St. Lucia, both male and female.
Okay.
Gates of Heaven is the biggest song to ever come out of St. Lucia. And they just don't pay me no mind because the government is in control of the music industry in St. Lucia. And they just like ignore me.
And why?
I don't know. Because I just don't know, honestly.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us?
Oh, did you see I sent you the clip of Shansia's Ludi
Of who?
and my baby Shansia.
What about? She got a new song with Vybz, don't she?
Yeah, I know, but she plagiarized my baby music video. I sent you the clip.
Okay, we can put that in here.
Yeah, from the dancers to the ghetto scene to the bus scene to the motorbike scene to Cartel being hieroglyphic on the wall. I did everything first, and they totally plagiarized the whole video. And then Ludi dropped 3 months after Baby. And months after Ludi dropped, my music video was deleted at millions.
Okay. We'll talk to Shansia about that. Let me hit her in the DM. Talk to her. So that was really fucked up. She shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, no, it's not her and Ramesh, her manager, at the time, foul people. Let me tell you, foul people.
Okay. Well, where can people find you and stream your music and stuff so we can hear something? I want to hear something. I'm trying to see something. Stream your music and stuff so we can hear something. I want to hear something. I'm trying to see something.
It's Mon Cherie Music Entertainment.
Mon Cherie Music Entertainment?
Yes.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, all right, no problem. We'll stream it. Anything else you want to tell us before we wrap up?
I just want to say, like, the people watching out there, never stop believing in yourself, no matter how hard it gets, and always put God first. Because look at me, I'm having an interview with Mr. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't cry, girl. Let me spit on that child. No, that's what I'm trying to make you laugh in the interview. Don't cry. They're going to stream your lesson, though.
Okay.
Oh. She's so cute when she cries. Oh, my gosh. Don't cry. It better be happy tears.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
No problem. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. All right. Now we gotta go.
Bye. Love you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.